Okay, so the video for the MileStone. So, as you can see here, we have our diagram of almost all the classes used in the project. Just going over the features, I guess. Each one of these set of sort of U-shaped structures is a doubly linked list. I know that's kind of old news, but worth saying. As of course has a reserve list, an active list, and you can move the different nodes depending upon whether you need to use you need an extra node either to the active list or reserve list. Obviously, if you're using it to recycle the nodes, so you don't have to constantly delete and call new over and over, which would hurt performance. I guess features that I can kind of go over, the ones I added on or seem to work on the most, was I definitely wanted to have this move command, which actually let me show the association. It goes all the way across goes all the way across over here. So this move command was obviously added so that I could command a grid to move, and this also added a grid class which inherited from composite. It's basically just a composite with the XY values, so I can keep track of the overall position of the composite, which I now call grid, which allowed me to move all of the well, that's not it. It allowed me to sort of tell all of the objects to switch directions when I hit a certain X or Y value. Y value. Of course, I'm only using the X value, but so if the grid goes far enough to the right, then all the aliens switch their directions and then go left, and vice versa on the other side. Other features kind of talk about, of course, these are the different objects, the different game objects, the mothership, the crab, the squids, the octopus. And I decided to move the move function up just into the game object because essentially all their moves were exactly the same. Well, not mothership, I haven't added that, but crab, squid, and octopus have the exact same move functions, so just decided to move the move function up to the game object, and if I need to, I can override them as I can override the move function in each one of these, as needed. Let's see. What else should I talk about? Well, here's the animation sprite. Basically, all I really did was attach different images to the animation sprite, which then, being a command, I've being a command that essentially, when you call execute on the command that calls or execute on this, on the animation sprite, that basically calls the swap image function in the game sprite, so it changes to the image the next image in this singly linked list that is a part of the animation sprite. And of course the timer. I need to talk about the timer. Basically the timer right here, timer manager. Basically that's where I've set it up to store commands, and of course I set it up such that the commands are stored in chronological order. Let me jump in there, and I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but basically I just within the add function, I included this method called place in chronological order, which is right here. It's basically just a helper function. Gets a little messy, pointers and whatnot. Might need to change that up, but anyway, that's basically how I keep it in chronological order. And how about I run this just to show that it works. So I'll build it. There we go. Got them marching, synchronized the animation and the movement. It hits the side and it goes down and goes back. And I'll let you see it hit the other side, and then that'll be the end of the video. Okay, so that's about that.